Hello, welcome to a brand new episode of the Nerdpocalypse Podcast. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my co-host, Micah.
Hello.
And Terrence.
What's up?
All right, guys, we're back. There is plenty to talk about, so let's jump right into it. Micah, you watched Air?
Yeah, I forgot to talk about this last week, but I watched Air. It's the latest Ben Affleck movie. And it's based on Nike trying to coax Michael Jordan into a business deal. And that doesn't sound interesting, and you already know the ending. But this movie's good. This movie's good. Like, this is another solid, light, inspirational type of movie that this is a type of movie that Ben Affleck is just like a master at.
Right.
Look, I like Ben Affleck I like him more as a director than an actor. But I don't think he's a bad actor. And I like Matt Damon as an actor. And it stars Matt Damon, Jason Bateman, Marlon Wayans, Chris Tucker, Viola Davis. Like, there's a lot of people in this movie. Look, it's a light, like, to steal another show's rating system. It's a light matinee. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, I would go check this out. It's doesn't have like too much conflict, but especially because you know the ending. But performances are solid, especially from Viola Davis, who Michael Jordan, when Ben Affleck was making this movie, he said he wanted to give Michael Jordan's permission to make it. And Michael Jordan said he would only give his permission to make this movie if he cast Viola Davis as his mom. And
Michael Jordan.
yeah, because she did a phenomenal job. And her husband plays his dad, who looks like Michael Jordan's dad. Like, it's weird.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, man, it's a solid movie. I would go check it out. It's not going to win any awards or anything, but it's a fun
Julius
watch.
Tennant really does look like Michael Jordan's dad. That's kind of
Yeah.
Wow. That was a tragedy that happened to him too.
Yep.
All right, so pretty good, huh? It looked good. I thought the trailer actually looked pretty interesting. It looks like a solid streaming movie for me, like on a Saturday.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that
movie.
as
It's kind of like, it's kind of like The Martian. No, The Martian is just like, this is just a good movie, right? Yeah. Like, it's just solid. That's what this is.
Okay. All right. All right, let's quickly talk about, no spoilers, but let's quickly talk about the latest episode of Succession. Another one where everybody's in their bag on this episode. And now we get into the contest of champions, so to speak, as we get into the rest of the season, where the real fight begins. Yeah, I'm digging this season, man. I think it's really, really good. The reveal at the end of this episode sets up some characters to do some really shit I've been waiting on for all the entire series. So I look forward to it. I think they've definitely hit their stride.
Yeah, so this is the end of Succession is really hitting home now, because like you said, this is kind of like the beginning of it, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is when, like, the wheels are about to come off. And I'm super curious to see how this plays out. Yeah, everybody is once again phenomenal. The Roy children, and what they represent, they do it to a T, right? Like, it's perfect. The drama is kind of Shakespearean,
Yeah.
with regarding Kendall and the rest of the family, but Kendall specifically, right? Like, man, this is the best type of high class soap opera that I've ever seen. I absolutely love this show. It's one of the best shows on television.
Yeah, definitely. But I don't want to spoil anything this season, especially considering some major things that have happened. So we'll just leave it at that. I had a chance to see the Super Mario Brothers movie. The hype is real, man. Like, it's legit. It's very, very good. It's a really fun time. I don't know how anybody who enjoys any of those Mario games or is in any way nostalgic for like 80s video games wouldn't enjoy this. Like it is just a massive nostalgia bomb. It does not have a story because Mario Brothers doesn't have a fucking story. I saw someone complain about that and they're like, it just wasn't a very good story. I'm like, what's the story that you wanted? The princess is captured by a bad guy and has to be saved. That's the whole story of the Super Mario Brothers. And all they did was reverse it and have Luigi be the character who you have to rescue versus Peach, right? Who joins with Mario to save Luigi. And fight Bowser in general. It's great. Like, the animation is really good. Everybody is good in it. But I do have one criticism of the movie that I think, let me rephrase that. I have one criticism about the criticism of this movie. All of you are full of shit. Everybody who said that Chris Pratt was just doing a Chris Pratt voice when the trailer came out, here's the thing about the movie. Chris Pratt is the only one doing an actual impression. Everyone else is playing themselves. Except for, you could make an argument, sort of Jack Black is like adding like a gruffness to his voice. Everyone else,
I haven't seen the movie, but I would imagine Keegan-Michael Key is not like.
Oh yeah, that's fair. He's not as big. Yeah, he's not as big of a character. He's not as big of a character. But like Charlie Day, Anya Taylor-Joy are not doing voices. They're just themselves. Seth Rogen is not doing a voice for Donkey Kong. He's just himself, right? He's got the laugh and everything else. But it works, right? Like it actually just kind of works for him because of the way he's portrayed, like just the sort of the aesthetics of the character and everything else. So it works. And I didn't have a problem with anybody's performance. But Chris Pratt and Keegan-Michael Key are really the only ones doing a voice. You don't even realize it's Keegan-Michael Key as Toad, by the way. Like, you don't even hear him at all in that impression. It's kind of impressive. But Pratt is the only one actually doing a voice. And it's not like, it's me. Like, it's not ridiculous where it's like, wow, this is a massive Italian stereotype voice.
Yeah,
like,
it's not racist.
Yeah, it's not a racist
like,
voice.
Is that what you all wanted? Like,
that's what everybody wanted.
Me.
Right. Like, Charles Martinet is in the movie, right? Like, he shows up like maybe once or twice in the movie, and he's drawn as a guy who like looks like a really traditional version of Mario, and he just does like a catchphrase. He's like, woohoo, like that's all he does, and it's just to kind of be like, hey fans, like here you go. But like Pratt, the movie, and this doesn't spoil anything, but like in the beginning they show, it was in that trailer or that clip they put out of like the Super Mario Brothers plumbing commercial that they do, right? Like that plays in the beginning of the movie. And then it kind of like pulls back, and that's like a commercial they put out on TV to try to promote their business, right? He's speaking in that like way more exaggerated Italian Mario Brothers voice, but then it cuts out of that, and he's like, yeah, it was like the voice a little too much, like, yeah, it's just for the commercial. Like, I don't really talk like that because that's ridiculous, right? And then the movie begins, right? And he's not doing just like talking like Chris Pratt. He is putting on an accent and everything else. It's just not silly. So when people said, oh, he's just being Chris Pratt, no, you're wrong. Like, he isn't. And the arguments about like everyone else is doing it, they're not. Charlie Day doesn't put on a voice at all. Like, he just doesn't.
That's the one voice that I was super concerned about, because Charlie Day has a very specific voice, and no offense to Charlie Day, but like, I'm a big fan of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and that's who I see is Charlie from It's Always Sunny.
Right. Wild card.
Everything I've seen him in. Horrible Bosses and Fist Fight or whatever that movie was with Ice Cube. He's just a version of that.
Right.
And that's what I was worried about for Luigi, because Luigi, I mean, I guess it makes sense because Luigi's kind of a coward, but
Yeah,
I
like,
don't know.
but
That voice doesn't match Luigi to me.
right, and I can 100% see why you would say that until you see the movie. It actually works perfectly fine, and they play up that like he is scared, and like that's the whole point of that character. And look, I'm not going to give anything away. Other people have said this, and I 100% agree with them. The ending is pitch perfect. The ending is pitch perfect. The way it is all resolved, it's pitch fucking perfect. As a fan of video games, and if you're a fan of Mario, you can't help but love it. Like it's just fucking pitch perfect. I took my wife and I took my daughter to see it at a drive-in movie. She's almost 4. She had no problem keeping up with the story and being like in it the whole time. Like there is a small amount of downtime in the beginning as they're like, this is Mario, this is Luigi, this is our commercial or whatever. We're plumbers, but they're kind of funny and everything else. And that's maybe 4 minutes. And then it's like smash cut. Let's get into the story. And it just never slows down that entire time. They do some real fun stuff where they like pivot the screen so it's a platformer. Right? Like, so that was like, I was like, all right, that's kind of cool. Like, that's fun. And then there's like references to Super Smash Brothers and stuff like that and Mario Kart and everything else. But it's fun, man. It's a really fun time. I can see why it made as much money as it already has. Like, it's going to join the $1 billion club for this year. Like, easily. It was a blast.
That's nuts.
Yeah. But like you'll enjoy it. Like I think both of you would. You're both big gamers. I think you would really enjoy it. Like, and there's a lot. I'm sure there's a lot of Easter eggs like that I didn't catch because I'm not as hardcore of a gamer as you guys are. But I cannot imagine not enjoying it. My wife doesn't play video games at all, and she liked it. So it's fun. It's a fun time. Let's talk about season 3 finale of The Mandalorian. We'll talk a little bit. We'll talk spoilers as well. Micah, what did you think?
The finale was fun. The season as a whole was good. Again, I was a little taken. I was curious as to why there were maybe 3 episodes of filler in an 8 episode season.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like filler isn't the problem. I'm in the middle of Star Wars Rebels season 2. There are 22 episodes. Some of them got to be filler, right? Like that's fine. You need filler to fill out the world. I was just curious as to why there was filler in a show that has 8 40-minute episodes. But that's neither here nor there. Every episode was good. And I do like that this season finale we kind of centered back on our 2 heroes doing badass shit. But I also appreciate like what they're doing with Bo-Katan and trying to like build it feels like this season is setting up more of the world around Star Wars.
Yeah.
So I'm curious as to what Ahsoka is going to be. But yeah, man, it was good. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, look, I agree with you. I think it was a lot more world building this go around or this season. Yeah, I like the finale. The finale is fun. I don't think Moff Gideon is dead. Incidentally, didn't see about.
No, like they have like they introduced clones there. Like
they gave themselves a cop out.
Right, they gave themselves a cop out. And look, instead of like I like the Lizzo episode, but like it was just like a Bounty of the Week episode.
Right.
Maybe instead of that, like maybe we get into like this villain and why he's making these clones and I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, he coming back.
I mean, come
There's
on.
a reason why they introduced a bunch of clones, and you think he don't have one stashed away,
right? Like, or the one you were fighting was a clone,
right? Like that was the second wave of clones that were destroyed. You know what I mean?
So yeah, Yeah, I like that. I like the battle. I like that there was no sort of Mandalorian backstabbing. I appreciated that. That seems incredibly cliche to me, so I'm glad they avoided that. Um, you got to be a badass. You got to be a badass Mandalorian if you're going into a war with against stormtroopers with Beskar armor, and you're just carrying a hammer, which I thought was pretty fucking
Yo,
hilarious.
yo, I love that the armor just was like, because that's the person that they revere. You know what I mean? And
Right.
it was awesome to see. It was awesome to see her just like cut loose. You know what I mean?
Yeah, being a badass. Like I
was
was just
dope,
like,
man.
you just going like, we got guns and flamethrowers. She was like, nah, I got a hammer, my nigga. Like, I have smelting tools. Like, that's it. That's all you
Fucking,
need.
fucking Jane Henry and shit. Like, come
Right,
on,
just knocking dudes out. It was awesome.
man.
Look, one of the cooler scenes though, I have to say, is them sort of paying homage, or at least in my opinion, paying homage to the scene from Phantom Menace with the barriers. Like him making it through each of the barriers to take on the stormtroopers. That was dope. Like it was fun to see the Mandalorian actually like do hand to hand combat. It was like you like kicking ass too. That was fun. Yeah. All in all, it was a good season. Not as cohesive of a season as I would have liked to have seen, but if you're trying to just build out the world, I get it. It's just we're used to two other seasons of it being a grander overarching story that felt a little bit more cohesive. That being said,
Rick Famuyiwa directed these last two episodes
Crushed
and the first episode, and that guy's super talented, man.
yeah, he is.
I all of his movies are, no pun intended, are dope.
All right.
and it makes me like he was supposed to do the Flash. You know what I mean.
Yeah, that's a
I'm
missed
very
opportunity
curious.
for him.
I'm very curious to
DC.
see what this Flash movie is going to be now. But we'll see when we see it.
I got to tell you, I'd have picked him if I was Marvel. I'd try to pick him up, man. Like he's already in the look. You're already in the house now. Like I try to pick him up for a movie. I think like if they did like Blue Marvel, or I mean, he's really good at doing things like with teenagers. Like he just kind of captures their voice really well. Dope being a prime example of that. I don't know, like some young hero, or if you do like a Young Avengers movie, yeah, he'd be good. He'd be a good choice, like because he just captures the voices of young people really well without sounding ridiculous. So yeah, like when I saw that he was doing the last two episodes, I was like, yeah, that's fine. this is going to be great. The action will be very good. So yeah, all in all, good season. I'm interested to see where they go next, as now Din Grogu is an apprentice. Like they're gonna give him the helmet at some point, right? Like they gotta give him a little helmet.
Oh, of course,
Yeah.
they'll give him a little helmet. Yeah.
I would like.
You know why they'll give him a little helmet? Because they got to sell toys.
Oh, 100%. Like that's how you make your money. Now I will say this. I hope that the next season they push the time up a little bit, because I'd like to see Grogu not just be a baby. Like push it up. It doesn't have to be like 30 years, obviously, but push the time up that like maybe he's a little bit older, like has some language and stuff like that. I think that would work a little bit better.
Yeah, but they live a real long time, man. Like they live a really, really long time. Like
Well, that's
Yoda
true. They
was
don't
like
get much.
900.
Yeah,
when he
that's
died.
true. That's true.
So they keeping him as a little kid, man. They keeping him as a
Okay,
little
that's
kid,
fair.
I
That's
think.
fair. But just
Now that I've said it, they won't do that.
no, they'd be like he's one of the rare ones that ages incredibly fast. Like we heard somebody on the podcast would agree with us, so we went the other way because fuck that guy. Wow, all right, seems like a harsh move. All right, so let's talk topics this week.
I watched Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh yes,
Yes,
I'm very interested to hear your
I really
thoughts.
want to hear this.
Look, like I said last week, I'm getting a little weary of Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Probably like 3 or 4 hours after watching it, I forgot about everything that happened. Like I just it didn't do anything for me. Like you said, Micah,
agreed.
it looks like they were on like sound stages the entire movie. Once they
It was done. It was done. It was done
you
completely
said
in
it
the
was done
volume.
on the in the volume, and it shows, right? And it doesn't really work for movies, like you said. It's just weird looking when you see all of the rest of the Marvel movies, and they're like a lot of effects are practical and shit like that. Well, not outside shit looks like it's practical, but like them being in the quantum realm, just kind of like, all right, this looks like a Star Wars movie, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I didn't really give a fuck about any of the characters. Jonathan Majors was good.
That's pretty much the sentiment from everybody.
Jonathan Majors was pretty goddamn good in this role, man. You stupid motherfucker. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Overall, it was just kind of there. Yeah. Like I watched it and I was like, I don't care.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Like the first movie of the no, this is not the first movie of the next phase. This is like the first showing of the next phase's big villain, right?
No, this is the beginning of this is the beginning of phase 5. Yeah, this is the beginning of phase 5.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, it's not a good beginning. It's not a good beginning.
It's not a good start. It wasn't. No. It's not a good start at all. Like I was just like I didn't hate it. I was just kind of like, you bored me, and that's a cardinal sin for me when I'm watching a movie. Like, don't bore me, even if it's an action.
Now, which one did you prefer, this or and this is like a terrible choice. Which one did you prefer, this or Thor: Love and Thunder?
Oh, I actively didn't like Thor, so this one, and this was just kind of like, Thor. I just was like, physically made me mad because it was just like trying to be funny, but it wasn't. Like I enjoy what's his name's comedy every now and then, but like when it's too much, shut up. But this one I just was kind of like, nah, man, this wasn't it. I get it. Like I'm like, it can't be that bad. And again, it's not terrible, but it was just like, what the fuck was that little jelly thing?
Oh,
I have hold. What? That's not funny. Like, what the fuck? God. I hate.
We getting old, man. We getting old. We getting old.
I hate stupid comedy, dude. Like I just.
But like stuff like that is meant for younger people.
It's meant for kids.
Right.
Yeah, it's meant for kids.
Yeah, that's meant for kids. But then he's stomping this nigga in his face. Like, what's that meant for?
That's for us.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what? You know what? It might be. I think it's meant to be a warning. Maybe don't date this guy.
Yeah, I was watching like, God damn, this nigga got some pent up anger, don't he? But anyway, flash to 2 weeks later, headlines like, oh, yeah. It was just kind of like, I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised if that woman looks like Michelle Pfeiffer.
He was like, I'm so angry at you. Like, don't be too angry.
Left me here. But yeah, it was just I liked his character, but other than that, it was just like the ants at the end. All right, ants are pretty fast creatures. They're super fast.
What you think of MODOK?
That was fucking dumb too.
I mean, MODOK is dumb.
Like MODOK is just a stupid character to begin with. He looks fucking silly, but like that face, I'm just like, I can't. Come on, yo. I get it, but like, this is not for me. This is clearly for kids, and I am not a child.
I think MODOK could have taken. I think MODOK could have taken one or two more passes, in the design.
Yeah, through the old,
Yeah, like I get it. He's a big stretched out face. Like I understand that, but there's a reason why certain things look good in like animation or in still images. He should have
got the fucking mask on. I know.
Yeah, he looked better with the mask.
Nah.
Overall, agree to disagree. I thought he was amazing.
I mean, look, it took a big swing, man. It took a big swing, and I appreciate it. But it was a little too off-putting for me.
I mean, here's the thing. MODOK is a silly character in and of itself, but I will say that. I agree with that. Like, it took a big swing. It's MODOK, Like, I'm not sure he could have pulled it off without being like, it's a floating head with like little arms and legs. It's silly. Like, it's just silly.
I'm not saying it's not silly. I'm not saying I wanted it to be like hyper realistic. I'm saying I would have rather had an all digital like character. Like, don't even use Darren Cross's face. like use his voice and have his face be like super wrinkly and pupilless and like really go for it.
If you had kept the mask on, I like just with that voice, like that would have actually like maybe even a slightly digitized version of his voice. That could have been kind of fun.
Yeah, like but it's like I don't know if you've ever like seen digital files of human characters in video games. Like if you play around with them, you can the skins of a human character.
Sure.
Like they have the skin, and you have to wrap the skin around the model. It looks like they just did that, but then they did the opposite. They took the skin and they unwrapped it, and then it was just flat, and it just it looked fine for a first draft. And I kind of wanted them to like do maybe a couple more drafts.
And look, that could partially be, I mean, I don't think MODOK is coming back, which I'm fine with. But that could also be like if you're doing everything in the volume, you're doing all this digital work, maybe that's just like cost prohibitive, you know, and again, this is part of their like, let's crank out so many movies and so many series and they all have all these special effects. That shit is just cost prohibitive to do something that's like, let's take a fourth shot at MODOK. They're like, close enough. just don't worry, we'll fix it on Disney Plus. Like, don't just get it out. So I don't know. Maybe that was the issue, or maybe they thought they nailed it. They didn't. They didn't. But yeah,
swung for the fences and they caught that shit before it became a home run.
I think might have caught it in the infield. if we're being honest. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Guardians. I'm looking forward to seeing if that can be the hit that kind of puts them back, like puts things back in place. I'm really hoping so.
For me, yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen.
No,
I actually do.
No, I don't think it's going to happen because it's going to get review bombed because it's a bunch of women. That's what's going to happen. Like it might make a lot of money, but like
I'm not worried. I'm not worried about trolls and shit like that. I'm talking about actual fans, not people who just hate everything. But I'm talking about like, are fans actually excited for this? And will they? Like
I thought you were talking about Guardians.
No, that's what I was talking about. What were you talking about?
Oh, I'm thinking of the Marvels. I'm sorry.
No, that's gonna get it's already got trailer bombed. It's the most disliked trailer of all time.
I didn't even know that. That's fucking ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, like it's the worst trailer of all time. Have you watched other trailers?
Again, the internet isn't a real place.
No, it's not.
Yeah, but the Guardians, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't think people are as excited about it as other movies.
I mean, the cast doesn't look excited.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, we did it. It's the end. It's our last movie.
Yeah,
whatever,
and that's fine.
Like,
that's fine. All right, let's go into topics.
The Twilight Saga is getting the television treatment, as sources tell The Hollywood Reporter that a series version of author Stephanie Meyer's best-selling book series is in development at Lionsgate.
Why?
Sinead Daly,
money,
whose credits include Tell Me Lies, The Walking Dead World Beyond, Raised by Wolves, Dirk Gently's, a bunch of stuff, is attached to write the script for Twilight. Sources say that Daly is working with Lionsgate to determine what the specific take on Twilight will be, if it will be a remake of the books or some sort of different offshoot. So Twilight was a phenomenon. And I watched that first movie. It's not my thing, but it's not like bad, right?
That first movie is pretty bad.
I don't know. I have never seen any of them, so
we were dared to watch it.
Yeah, we were dared to watch it, and it wasn't like torture. So somebody dared us to watch the movie, and it wasn't torture for me. But it's not my thing.
Not good.
But
yeah, I don't really give a fuck. I have not seen any of them. I don't know. I mean, I guess they have their audience, but their audience is older, not unless younger kids are watching Twilight, which I feel like they probably aren't. I feel like younger kids aren't really watching Twilight, right? Do they? Like, I don't know what these little niggas are doing anymore, but I can't imagine that they're watching Twilight, right?
I mean,
that was
here's
like the mid to late 2000s.
yeah, but here's the thing. How long ago was Harry Potter too, right? Like all of that stuff came out a number of years ago. I mean, it's been quite a while. I think that they are seeing the possibility of like, was it Percy Jackson series? I think is going or is about to start. I don't know. I don't care about those books, but I know that they're popular. Mm-hmm. And then WB is like, hey, how do we get some extra money? Hey, we're going to do a Harry Potter series, and I'm sure whoever owns Twilight was like, oh shit, we bring it back to 2000s? Okay, like let's do this. But I mean, an ongoing series, it probably will get a lot of eyes. I'm not watching it because I don't give a shit. But I mean, maybe.
They're bringing back mid 2000s shit.
That's how old we are,
yo. Well, guys, it's 2023, guys. Like,
that was 20 years ago.
It was 20 years ago.
It's not like,
old is doing it. Good Lord.
But it's not like we're remaking Moana. You know what I mean? It's not like Hollywood is remaking Moana that only came out 7 years ago.
That's nuts.
Ridiculous. That hasn't been gone long enough for us to miss it.
When you had a number of failures and you need a win.
A year and a half ago. And at that time, it had been out 4.5 years ago. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. Look, I got to tell you, it might be time to reboot John Wick. It's been a long time.
Right. Time to
reboot it. And I want to reboot it with Keanu Reeves to start over.
Like the same year that Moana came out, didn't it?
Something like that.
John Wick.
Probably did. It's time to reboot it. By the way, just a side note. Just a side note about something we talked about earlier. When I mentioned that the Super Mario Brothers movie is likely going to hit $1 billion, it's only been out for 2 weeks, and it's
at 716 million right now.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It only had a 37% drop off rate between the first and second week. That's insane. And then it increased the amount of theaters it's in. That's how popular it was in the second week. Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, Chris Pratt.
Also, it's super short, and it's like 90 minutes, right?
It's 90 minutes. It was easy. It's
90 minutes. It's a property that everybody recognizes. It's not bad, apparently.
It's not.
And it's a 4-quadrant movie, right? Because people who are going to see this movie, they're taking their kids, but they're our age, right? People who grew up with Nintendo Entertainment System.
Mario Brothers in 1985 when I was 4 years old.
Right. My daughter doesn't know anything about Super Mario Brothers.
Like, she enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a perfect storm for $1 billion.
Oh, yeah. And people are like, maybe they'll do other video game movies. Oh, you can guarantee a Star Fox movie's coming. Like, you can write it down right now. That shit. Will it be as popular? No, but I'll see it.
The fact that there hasn't been a Metroid movie, given the fact that aliens exist, is
kind of egregious.
But
like frankly, Metroid and a Zelda movie, like, dude, Disney should be, or excuse me, Nintendo should be fast tracking both of those. Like, but they should be animated. No, I mean, they can be animated like this. I'm fine with that. Like, they don't need to. What I would do is I wouldn't even do live action. I would only do this style. I would just team up with Illumination and I would just do this style and just. Like the Zelda movie? Come on, dude. Come on. It would be a fucking blast.
So Twilight, guys.
Yeah. Not seeing it. No. But I'm good. I'm good. Like Terrence says, you love it. You like it. I love it. Like, go for it. I'm never going to watch it. Next up.
Lucasfilm and Donald Glover are talking about a Lando Calrissian Star Wars series. I don't. Okay, so Kathleen, Donald Glover said. Donald Glover said that Lando is definitely somebody I'd like to hang out with. I mean, we're talking about it. That's as much as I can say, without Kathleen Kennedy hunting me down. I would love to play Lando again. It's a fun time to be him. It just needs to be the right way to do it. I'm not interested in doing anything that's just going to be a waste of my time or just a paycheck. I'd much rather spend time with people that I enjoy. So it just has to be the right thing, which I think it could be. I mean, it sounds like, you know, I don't know if I want a Lando movie. Maybe I
Did you
do,
see
maybe
Solo?
I don't.
Did you see Solo?
Yeah, I saw Solo.
Yeah.
Solo. He was fine in it. Lando is not a character that Lando's a cool character, but he's not one that like, oh my god, I gotta get a Lando movie, right? Like he's
Orlando
he's the
series.
second banana. Orlando series. He's the second banana character, and he pairs well with Han Solo.
Right.
And if it was Han and Lando in like a weird space Miami Vice, then
I'd watch the shit out of that.
I would love that.
Directed by Michael
But
Mann.
I'm not. But,
You know what?
But,
Fuck it.
but I'm not.
Fuck it. Do it. Do it.
But you know what? You know what I'm not doing? I'm not watching a Tubbs movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. You mean the man who coined the phrase EGOT? He did, in fact.
Is that
Michael Phillip
coined that
Thomas?
phrase?
Michael Phillip Thomas is the one who coined the phrase EGOT, and he has never, as is pointed out, I think on his Wikipedia page, he has never been nominated for any of those awards, which is fucked up.
Why
yeah,
didn't he call it GOAT? Why didn't he call it GOAT? GOTE. Like that follows the format and structure of words, right? Like,
I don't know. I mean, he didn't get one either, so like, does it matter?
this is
Yeah, he was
this is
like,
why
hey,
I'm not
fuck.
watching a Tubbs movie. This is why I'm not watching a Tubbs movie.
Yo, a Tubbs movie is wild. Like, it's just me. Where's your friend? Where's Crockett?
So look, now that I say that, they're gonna do it, and it's gonna be amazing. So
now they're gonna do a
I would-
live action Tubbs movie just starring Jamie Foxx from that shitty Miami Vice movie.
God.
Where they hated each other.
would if a Lando show happens, I can't remember what happened at the end of Solo with his droid. Is she still
I don't know.
around?
I don't know.
I can't remember. I would want that droid to be in this show because I think that droid was hilarious.
Oh, wasn't that played by Phoebe Waller-Bridge? Pretty sure it was.
Yes, it was. And I want if this show happens, I want that droid to be in it.
I'm fine with that. Yeah, she was fighting for droid rights. That's what I recall.
Yeah, because Star Wars, in case you didn't know, is a big lefty series, and she's. I don't know why people don't understand that. It's amazing to me that people don't understand that. People with rebel insignias next to Blue Lives Matter flags don't get Star Wars.
Yeah, well, they're dumb.
I don't know, man.
Oh,
They are dumb. You know what else is dumb? Fast and the Furious, but I really enjoy it. And Fast and the Furious helm gets Louis Leterrier to direct.
They directed this one that's coming out.
Did he?
Yeah, he directed this.
He's directing
Yeah,
this
he
one and the
directed-
final one. So
He
you know.
directed
yeah,
one of
he
the
replaced
worst movies in
Mr.
the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm not so sure I'm excited about that. I gotta tell you. Now, these movies are dumb, so they don't require a lot of brain work. They don't.
What did he direct? Hulk, the
Yep.
Incredible Hulk.
Yep.
It's not one of the worst movies. It's not one of the worst movies. It's not.
What the
It just
the
doesn't-
one with
Edward
Ed
Norton.
Norton.
Well, wasn't
Yeah.
that more his fault? Wasn't he trying to
That's
take
what
over the whole-
That's what I heard.
Is more Ed Norton's fault?
Yeah, he was being
Yes.
a dickhead during that fucking filming, wasn't he?
I think
Yes,
he
that's
is. I think he is a dickhead, and he wanted to change things, but I don't know that they let him
Right.
do it. I don't know. All I know is this dude was at the helm.
If you got an actor like him, and he's like, what else? What did he direct prior to Hulk?
Doesn't matter for me. I'm kidding. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
It's stuff that you're not gonna like. Like I think he
Uh,
directed Lucy. Remember that? Remember Lucy?
I didn't see that. Oof.
I think that was
Let me see.
after fucking Hulk, right?
Yes, it was.
I think
See?
so.
He ain't get no better. Oh, nigga, get out of here. Now You See Me? Fuck right off. That movie fucking sucked.
Now
All right.
You See Me.
The Transporter 2? The second one? Oh.
Unleashed wasn't terrible, but oh wow. All right. Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah, no, go ahead and defend it. Go ahead and defend it. So Now You See Me is one of the dumbest fucking movies I've ever seen.
They made a
Yes.
both of them.
Yeah, Now You See Me too.
Shit.
And it wasn't called Now You Don't. Shut up, yo. That's how bad that series is, yo.
Valerian in the City.
Oh, he
Wait.
directed that.
I thought that was Luc Besson directed that. Why the fuck did it? What is this? What did he do in this movie?
Oh boy. The Transporter. Look, The Transporter is not a great movie. It's not. It's not. It's got some cool moments, but it's not a good movie.
Yeah, I saw it maybe like a year
horrendous.
ago. Yeah, I saw a Transport about a year ago, and it really ain't. Yeah,
No, it was not a good movie.
Kind of like, what the fuck? We were just kind of hyped because it was. I don't know what the fuck was going on.
Like the scene where he's like fighting the dudes, and like for some reason they were like, "Why don't we cover Jason Statham in oil?" It was like, this feels a bit homoerotic to me. Like, what am I watching? Like, what am I watching? Like he was a badass. He was kicking ass in that scene, but then like that movie takes a really weird. It has really weird pacing. It's like, this is a badass movie. It's bad. And then he meets that like little Asian girl he has to save. And then the movie like, it's like, all right, we're just going to be done with the action for like 45 minutes. It's like, what are we doing? I'm watching a Jason Statham movie. Like, why are they talking so much? Punch things. It was bad. And the Transporter 2 was horrendous.
He directed 3 episodes of Lupin.
Okay.
There's something.
Yeah, that seems to be the shining star in the filmography I'm looking at.
Look, I'm not. Look, these movies. He makes dumb movies. Well, guess what?
That might work for this.
Fast 11 is going to be a dumb movie, just like Fast 10 is going to be a dumb movie, just like all 8 other or 9 other movies in this franchise were dumb. So as long as he can make stuff go boom and get Vin Diesel to grumble about family. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I mean, he might be the best person. He might be the best person. I am sad that Justin Lin was being replaced because he kind of revitalized the franchise to be like this ridiculousness. But if that trailer's anything to go by, like my expectation, especially for these movies, especially now, are below the ground, right? Like I'm not looking for anything more than people having a good time and CG cars going boom.
Yeah, I was behind this series the entire. Well, after once they like revived it with Fast and Furious, right after Tokyo Drift. Yeah, I've enjoyed all of them. But 9 was almost too fucking stupid for me. Like 9, really. I'm just like,
wait, which one was 9?
9 was when them niggas
in space.
Oh,
and I'm like, yo, look, I love this series, but now y'all niggas, like, we were joking, and they did this shit, right? And I'm like, yo, that's really dumb. Like, you don't need to do that no more. Now I'm seeing this nigga drive down a goddamn dam. I'm like, okay, you know what? With his wheels on fire. We'll get to the trailer, but what the fuck is happening right now? What? Fuck it. It's a Marvel. They're Marvel movies at this point.
They've been superhero movies for a very long time.
Marvel movies for as long as Marvel movies have been Marvel movies. You know, this is silly. Yeah. They're more superhero movies than DC comic movies.
Yeah, they kind of are.
They do it better. That's sad. But yeah, this dude is directing.
Okay.
Good luck.
All right, look. We'll talk about that trailer, but like Jason Momoa is just he is. I don't know what his character is doing. Is ridiculous, but I'm here for it.
He's high on life.
He's like, I did that stupid fucking Aquaman movie. Now I'm doing something fun.
Yeah, it looked like he was having fun in Aquaman too, to be honest. So.
Yeah, okay.
He looks like the type of guy, like, he's probably really fun to hang out with, but, like, I'm too old for that. I'm like, I can take like 30 minutes of you. You seem like a really good time. And after 30 minutes, I need to go lay down. Like you might be a little too much partying, like. But he looks like he looks like he's having a fun time. Next up, another one of August Wilson's plays, The Piano Lesson, is being adapted for Netflix. If you remember, Fences and Ma Rainey's Black Bottom were both August Wilson plays. Denzel Washington said he wants to bring all of Wilson's. I forget what is it, like the Chicago Six or Philadelphia Six or whatever it is. His series of plays.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh Six?
Pittsburgh. So it's probably something to do with Pittsburgh.
Yeah. I think it's 6 movies, 6 or 12 movies that he wants to do. So this one's set in the
American Century cycle that includes Fences, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, both of which. Yeah, and he's actually producing this one also. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's great. That's good. Set in 1936 Pittsburgh during the aftermath of the Great Depression, the piano lesson follows the lives of the Charles family, a household led by Dorker Charles and an heirloom, the family piano, which is decorated with designs carved by enslaved ancestors. So the movie is going to be starring Samuel L. Jackson and John David Washington, that's pretty great right up front. Then you've got Ray Fisher, Danielle Deadweiler, Michael Potts, and Corey Hawkins filling out the rest of the cast. That's pretty dope. Look, I don't know where Ray Fisher's career is going, but hopefully he can get himself out of his own way and make some good stuff. So apparently, wasn't he in Till?
No, Daniel Deadweiler was in Till.
Oh, Ray Fisher wasn't in it? I thought he was in it as well.
I don't remember seeing him. Okay. That was very good, by the way.
I hear it's very good.
Till was very reluctant to watch it, but it is very good.
Yeah. All right. I do want to do it. Like after you were saying like you should see it. Like I was like, all right, because I was super reluctant to watch that as well, and I'm normally not like that about movies like that.
And Corey Hawkins, he's fucking just a great actor. Also. So. Yeah, this is a dope fucking cast.
This is a really dope cast. Like it's kind of funny because Corey Hawkins started out on that 24 like reboot.
Yeah, he was Black Bauer. Yeah,
he was Black Bauer, and it turns out that guy's way more talented than anything that
I think he has a fucking. I think he has a what is that thing? A Tony Award.
I believe that's correct.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I believe you're right. So yeah, I think he kind of like after that, kind of was like, you know what, let me pull out of Hollywood a little bit and do some other stuff. So, yeah, like he was in Macbeth. I thought he was great in Macbeth. So, I'm looking forward to this.
I think you're forgetting his performance that got him nominated in Six Underground. He was really good in that too.
That's right. He was the new guy on the team. So when are they making? Are they making a 7 Underground?
I don't know, but I watch it because I'm dumb.
No, that movie was super stupid. I loved every minute of it. Michael Bay did not give a fuck. Next up, I know Terrence is super excited about this. Martin Scorsese locks his new movie Killers of the Flower Moon runtime in at just under 4 hours.
The fuck?
3 hours and 3 hours and 26 minutes.
Like at what point do we kind of like wrangle people in? Right? Like I know this is Martin Scorsese, right? Like
in the movie, it's supposed to like take place over a number of decades. Like I also get that.
I mean,
but I'm not watching
the Irish.
Yeah, that's why that movie was 4 hours long.
Yeah, I watched The Irishman. I didn't hate it, but I wasn't a huge fan of it. Yeah, stop doing this, bro. Like, come on, like people, especially in this day and age, they just have really short attention spans.
Yeah.
What was the percentage of people that actually finished the Snyder Cut?
It's like 25%.
Hey, I finished it. I was one of the people that finished it.
Yep, me too.
in one sitting, actually, which was
Ugh,
fucking
me too.
ridiculous.
It took fucking forever.
But 3.5 hours, and it ain't nobody like blowing shit up.
Ain't no lasers in it.
Right? Ain't no lasers. Like, we know people that just don't watch shit, but that don't have explosions or like animated characters in the shit, right?
This is just a bunch of old white people talking for 3.5
Right.
hours.
I'm like, yo, come on, dog. Like, that's not a good. Again,
not a fun time to me.
It's on Apple TV, right? Or
Yeah.
is it going to be in the thing? Okay.
Probably both. Probably both.
All right, I'm a little more lenient.
I feel like you're
the
wasting your
movies-
time if you're putting it in theaters, like real talk. I feel like it's a waste of
Yeah, I'm a little more lenient if you're just like releasing this on a streaming service. Even though wasn't he
Yeah.
one of the ones that was like streaming is not where movies are
not
meant to
real
be.
cinema.
I don't know that Scorsese said that, but he basically
Oh, no, he was
that
talking
was
about,
Spielberg.
Yeah, Spielberg
just-
was like streaming his bullshit, and Scorsese is like comic book movies ain't real shit, ain't real movies. That's what he
Yeah.
said.
All right. I
Yeah,
mean,
he
I'm
said-
not mad
he
at
said-
that.
I mean, he referred to them as being
Theme
like,
park rides, right?
Theme park rides. I'm like, yeah, that's
Yeah,
why we go
it is.
see them, my nigga. I don't think it's Shakespeare. What the fuck? I'm going to see the lasers in it. Like, that's what I'm going to see it for. Like, it's okay. I will
Yeah.
also watch your movies. Like,
Yeah, I never understood why people got bent out of shape about asking, an octogenarian why he doesn't like
new
fucking
shit.
shoot 'em up, bang, pow, flying man movies. Like, what the fuck?
He's like back. His Marvel movies were a bunch of guys being like, "Let's take that hill," and then pulled out a fucking 6-shooter and shot each other. Like that was his Marvel movies at the time. And guess what? People called those dumb too. It's fine.
Yeah, man.
it's
Like, it's not anything to get bent out of shape over.
No. Also, we watch that shit every week. He just has lasers and he has a little green baby now. That's a Western that you watch. You're like, what do you think The Mandalorian is? It's Gunsmoke, my nigga. It's the same show. it's just Gunsmoke for fucking 20-year-olds.
What is this movie about?
Adapted for the screen by Eric Roth and Scorsese. It's set in 1920s Oklahoma. Wow, that sounds interesting. And depicts a serial murder of members of the oil-wealthy Osage Nation, a string of brutal crimes that came to be known as the Reign of Terror. The result was a formation of the FBI. I don't know. That actually sounds kind of interesting.
I'm about to say, you know what? Okay, I'll watch it.
Yeah,
But,
you give
like,
anything a chance.
I'll watch everything. I'll give anything a chance if it seems interesting to me. I don't know what the audience is for this.
It's definitely our age and above, 100%. So
Ain't nobody
Okay.
gonna be drinking 20s, so ain't nobody gonna be drunk unless they drinking like moonshine.
nah. Look at Leonardo DiCaprio in this scene. He's drinking. He's living a hard life. Yeah, look, we'll see. I think it's almost 4-hour movie or 3.5-hour movie
That's
is
a lot.
definitely that's a lot for a lot of people.
I mean, but
I don't
look,
have
if it's-
I don't have the time. Like
If I
I don't
can
have
watch
the, I
it
don't
at
have the
home,
time.
if I can watch it at
You can
home,
figure it out.
that's no problem, right? Like that's not an issue. If this was only coming out in theaters,
Yeah, absolutely.
No, but it is going to be. Says the Apple original film drama will make its world premiere at Cannes Film Festival next month, but it opens theatrically in October through Paramount Pictures, and then later moves to streaming on Apple TV.
all right, I'll watch it on Apple TV because
Yep.
I mean I'm looking at this cast and this cast looks amazing.
I mean,
It-
it's still
DiCaprio, De
Scorsese,
Niro.
man.
Yeah, it's still
Gladstone,
Scorsese, yo. Like I remember reading comments about people like, "Well, he doesn't know what good movies are anyway." Shut up! Don't.
You don't watch movies.
No.
You don't watch
Like, you
movies.
don't.
You don't watch movies. Stop that. Don't do that.
Just don't.
Don't do that. Like, yo,
Don't
Goodfellas is
read
one of the greatest films of all time. Don't do that. Like, stop. They
Like, I
take
don't
you out
like
to a
young people,
cornfield
right?
and beat you like they did Joe Pesci in fucking Casino. One of the worst fucking scenes I've ever seen. It was like, oh, they gonna hurt him so bad. Bink.
All you motherfuckers that like Joker, go see the King of Comedy, because that's what that is cribbing from. So,
Yes, exactly.
like, come on, yo, like, don't
Is there-
don't do
Is
it.
there anything
Don't-
more important than Joker right now?
We live in a society. Yes.
Yeah, like, saying that Martin Scorsese doesn't know a good movie, you got, like, delete your account. Like, come on, that's an insane thing to say out loud.
Yeah, go see King of Comedy and Taxi Driver.
Yes,
Right,
both.
because that's what
Directed by
that's
Martin
exactly
Scorsese.
what that movie is cribbing from. Those two movies,
Both directed by the
specifically.
same nigga.
Yeah,
So, like, come on, stop it.
yeah, like he doesn't know good movies. All right, your recency bias is a little ridiculous. Like, just knock it off. All of your favorite directors watch his movies and go, I bet I could make a movie like that. Like, yeah, stop it. All right, Amazon is trying to save television as we know it. Thank God. Amazon's new tool adjusts sound so you can actually understand the movie and TV dialogue. This is a massive problem. And if you watch movies or TV shows on streaming, which we all do, you should have noticed this. I certainly have. It fucking makes me so angry that I cannot hear the dialogue in a show, Game of Thrones, or any of these other ones. I have to put on, like I'm 100 years old, I have to put on the fucking subtitles. It's ridiculous. I'm not watching an anime that I don't respect. I'm watching a real people talk. This isn't Dragon Ball Z. So Dialogue Boost, a new function from Amazon that lets you actually understand what is being said on shows. What an idea. The AI-powered feature will let you increase the volume of dialogue relative to background music and effects. And you can customize it to your personal preference, all to create a more comfortable and accessibly viewing experience. Amazon says Dialogue Boost will design with a hard of hearing audience in mind to make their programming more accessible. But this has been a complaint for many in the audience in the digital era, and should help address a more pervasive problem. Yeah. So the talk is that the reason this happens is because when they mix shows, they don't mix with like listening in with headphones and shit. So they mix in the audio for like sound effects and things like that afterwards. So all of the dialogue is sort of drowned out, from my understanding. Maybe it's more complicated than that. But have you guys noticed this problem?
I've noticed this for years.
Yeah, it's been around for 10 years at this point.
Like before digital, like what's his name is notorious for this shit. What's the Batman series?
Nolan.
Nolan.
Yes.
He's notorious for that shit. Like you can't hear any dialogue, but then his fucking sound effects will blow your fucking speakers out. And I'm like, really, nigga? Like
it's annoying.
I have audio boost on my TV. Like I have my TV has an option to audio boost, and this shit don't work half the time because like I don't understand the mixing. I don't get it. Even in movie theaters, sometimes you'll watch a movie, you can't hear the people, and then the sound effects will just blow you out of your seat. Like you're like, yo, why is he so loud? That's why I ain't like fucking Aquaman. Yeah. They did that shit. That was
I really don't understand how all movies and TV like producing companies have not fixed this issue. Like it's fucking maddening. And it's like I have a kid, so you can't have the TV up crazy loud, right? Because then an action sequence happens, like you said, and it's like boom, and you're like, oh shit, like the volume is up way too high. But then when they're talking, you're like, I can't hear anything. I can't hear anything. It's fucking annoying.
It's obnoxious. Like now I can plug my remote. I have a Roku remote. Like if it's really bad, I can plug like some headphones into my remote so I can hear, and that works. And make like you can hear everything because it's right in your fucking ears. But like I don't want to do that.
Right.
Like I want to play them through my speakers. I have a surround sound system, and it makes it harder to hear like actual dialogue. So it's this is good. This is a good thing that everyone should have.
Yep. Micah, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I always put subtitles on because, like, sometimes I just can't hear. Sometimes I just can't understand. Sometimes someone is talking and I can't tell her to shut up, because that would be rude. So yeah, we watch TV with subtitles on all the time. So yeah, and like you said, Terrence, it's really for Christopher Nolan movies, because I can't, like, watching Tenet. I was like, yo, what?
You can't hear anything.
You can't hear anything, and it's bad enough because, like, his movies, you have to pay attention to his movies, otherwise you will get lost. And and I'm not gonna keep holding a remote and, jumping up and down for dialogue scenes and action scenes. So good.
Yeah, look, this is a industry wide problem. So, Pop Science or Popular Science had an article about this, basically explaining why this happens. It all has to do with dynamic range, the difference between the loudest and softest parts of a soundtrack. The wider the range, the larger the dynamic impact. In other words, they mix it that way so when the explosions finally happen, it kicks you in the gut and rocks your world, as they write. It's generally not a problem in commercial cinemas, which have high-quality sound systems and good acoustics, so you can hear and understand quiet dialogue in one scene without lessening the impact of loud explosions in another. Yeah, that's cool, but I watch Game of Thrones at home, my nigga, and I can't hear anything.
Right. I don't watch Game of Thrones in a movie theater.
Yo, like, Game of Thrones is fucking, like, it's maddening. I'm like, yo, what are you saying? Look, I know it's a castle. Surely there's an echo. Talk up. Like, I can't hear you. Like, the sword clanging doesn't need to be that loud. Knock it off. This shit is irritating. So, yeah. When I watch my Tubi movies, I want to be able to hear everything.
Tubi don't have that problem.
Well, no, they don't.
Like, they don't make shit. Them niggas is talking to iPhones. Like,
there's no dynamic range. So you can hear it shit clear as day. All right. Here we go. TMZ is reporting images of Jonathan Majors, I guess, ex-girlfriend, probably not together anymore.
Yo, first of all, this picture that they put of this nigga is hilarious. Why?
Yeah, come on, yeah, that's just slanderous, yo, for no reason.
That's fucked up. Yeah. It's funny, but it's fucked up. But
Jonathan Major says the man who was driving him and his now ex-girlfriend the night of their alleged domestic incident will testify that the actor did not strike her, and her claims there's video proof she was not injured when she went out of the club after the altercation.
Yeah, this face show.
Like,
I didn't do it.
That's wow. That's some fucked up shit. Why do y'all do that?
TMZ is just without scruples. Okay, so allegedly, this woman is seen in the club hanging out using the hand that she said, she was, or I guess her left hand that she was, or excuse me, her left hand, that she says she was hurt. Everything seems fine. Excuse me, her right hand. I apologize. So she seems fine in all these images, and basically what they're saying is, she called him like he wasn't there. He wasn't at the club, and she got to his house at 3:23 a.m., entered his apartment, and had called him 32 times and sent several angry, jealous text messages. Also saying she was going to kill herself. She was very drunk, apparently. They say Majors got home at about 11:13 a.m. And found her unconscious and half naked on the floor of his walk-in closet. He also discovered she had allegedly thrown up on his bed and told him she'd been taking a few sleeping tablets. Who says sleeping tablets? That's very weird. Majors then called 911 and then claimed when paramedics arrived, the woman repeatedly told them, "I don't know," when asked what happened to her. In a document, Major's terrible lawyer claims body cam footage shows police interviewing the woman and clearly coaching her to say that Majors grabbed her by the throat. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. This certainly is an interesting wrinkle into the story. I'm going to need y'all to get a little bit faster on getting these images to TMZ. If this is your argument, I'm going to need you to move a lot faster than almost a month to get 3 images. Like, this is insanity.
That's my thing. If they were I guess they were in an Uber or a Lyft or whatever, and she was trying to snatch his phone, and he didn't do anything. I thought there was footage of that. Apparently, I guess that's not true. This nigga's livelihood is in danger, right? And I understand you have to let the courts play out. You got to let the law play out. But at the same time, like, perception is reality. Like, this nigga is perceived as a fucking domestic abuser right now, and you haven't said anything in a week. And unfortunately, he's a fucking actor. Like, he's in the public spotlight. That's what he does. He's an actor. Everyone knows him. Everyone loved him a month ago. And for y'all to take this long, yeah, we don't matter. But at the same time, we kind of do, because, like, he gets he gets his bread and butter from, like, entertaining us.
Right.
He's not just some nigga like just some dude that goes to work, right? His job is to entertain us for a living.
To be in the public eye.
Right, in the public eye. So if we see this, and, like, you have all this evidence that he didn't do this shit, I'm like, I get it. We don't really matter, but unfortunately, we kind of do. We do.
Yeah, I don't understand why it took them almost a month to get out 3 pictures.
And, like, to give this to the DA, and if they're saying that the cops, like, coerced her into saying that he did this, which cops are prone to do, like, look at the Central Park 5, like, they create a narrative, and then they'll do whatever it takes to fit that narrative, so they don't actually have to do real work. They do it all the fucking time.
Yep, absolutely.
So if there's actual video footage of them, like, coercing her and saying some shit like that,
you need to get that shit out, yo.
You need to get that shit out also. Like, you're taking too long. And again, he's hurting because of this. If he didn't do it, his career is taking a massive hit because y'all are taking too fucking long. That's all I'm saying.
And that's the thing, man.
Right.
And that's the thing. Like, if he didn't do it, like, it's kind of too late, because we don't get to come back from stuff like this.
This is white people's superpower, man. White people get to come back. Black people don't.
Like, we don't get to just immediately bounce back. And he has this stink on him, whether he did it or he didn't do it. I don't put nothing past nobody, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, I believe in innocent. I believe in innocent until proven guilty, but I also know that, like, actors are professional liars, guys. So I don't put nothing past anybody. If we're going under the assumption that he didn't do it, his team is terrible, and he is, and this is what you come up with. Like, this is the smoking gun. They said we got video of like, nah, yo, like, video is like you said, footage of the cops coercing her into, that's the smoking gun.
Yeah, because if that came out, then he could be like, what I say? I told y'all niggas. Also, I told y'all.
Also,
like, then people would be on your side, yo.
Look, I don't know what I'm not a lawyer. I don't know. But if this happened to me and I'm a famous person and I didn't do this, I'm suing. I am suing.
They told him don't do that, which is fucked up. That's fucked up.
Look, this recently happened to Gwyneth Paltrow. Somebody accused her of doing something, of like injuring him on a ski slope or some shit. And she was like, nah, yo, you about to get gooped. All right? I'm suing your ass. And she sued his ass for $1. And she won. She sued him for $1 because it wasn't about the money. It's about
just
her
to
reputation.
Get him to court. Yeah, get her.
Yeah, man.
Right. It's about
her
reputation.
100% do this shit. That's what I'm saying. So, like, he's lost his PR team, bro. Like, your PR team and you lost your management and your PR team. Aren't y'all supposed to be working hand in hand with your lawyers?
Those are your crisis people, yo. Those are your crisis people.
To know what the fuck is going on, and they were like, "Nah, fuck that. What's happening, yo?"
Yeah,
that's crazy,
man. And look, I read an article. I think it was on Variety or Deadline or something like that, and it's basically everybody's like, the rest of Hollywood's like, we're just waiting to see what Marvel does because they're gonna
because they will know too.
Because the second they know, like that's how you know they're not sure either, because they've not put out a single statement. Like when they asked them, they were like, "We don't have a comment." That's because they don't know yet, and they cannot afford to get this wrong. If they keep him on and it comes out like, "Oh, he's been like punching women in the face for 25 years," you're fucked. You're fucked. Like, you're fucked. You can't do that, right? And if you, because that jeopardizes people going to see the movie, right? Like, we live in an era. Like, I know people like to say, oh, the people will go regardless, or whatever. Yeah, but like, they might not. And you only need to get a real campaign going for people to go, yeah, you know what? Fuck this. I'm not going to go see it. I mean, like, look, I think that Flash trailer looks good. But how many people are just not going to go see that movie? I bet it's going to be a lot more than they realize. That if they hadn't gotten themselves in trouble, that people would be more apt to see it. A lot of people are talking like that. So, and this is a big story. That Ezra Miller story has fallen off the major news by the time Flash comes out this summer. Like this, Loki's, they're trying to bring out Loki soon. My guess is they're going to push the shit back. So I don't know. I'm still in the holding pattern, but I will tell you this: I did see a replacement suggestion for him that I really like. I did.
Yeah, Coleman Domingo.
Coleman Domingo, man, like that. Look. If you got to replace the guy, that's not even a lateral move. I think it's an upgrade. And I like Jonathan Majors as Kang. I think he's really good. I just think Coleman Domingo's a better actor. So
yeah,
they're both really good. Like, I like both of them. This is fucking ridiculous, man. I don't know what to think. Like, again, I just don't know, but
yeah,
his PR team is fucking awful.
You know who you should hire?
His whole team is terrible, yo. His whole team is terrible.
You know who you should hire? Whoever represents Snoop. He's never been to jail. Like, hire one of these dudes who works for rappers, yo. Yeah. These niggas get caught with like a handgun in an airport. They don't even spend 24 hours. Like, they on the next flight. Hire them. Like, I don't know. Hire Suge's first lawyer.
His lawyer's terrible. She's a terrible lawyer.
She sucks.
Like, I don't know what the fuck is what she's doing. I would, like you said, I would sue. I'm like, nope, countersue.
Yeah,
fuck
man.
out of here. Absolutely.
Let's do some discovery.
Not suing, but like, I would sue her because this is fucked up. You know? If he didn't do it, I would be furious. If I was him, I'd be like,
yeah,
I'd lose my goddamn mind.
But if you did,
yo, what the
keep
fuck?
your mouth shut, because your career is done.
No, if he did do it, go to jail, nigga. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, I don't have some weird loyalty to a millionaire. Like,
that you don't know. That you don't know.
Right. Right. Like, get out of here, man.
What is that?
Like,
go ahead, Michael.
I hope that I don't want anybody to get hurt, man. Like, I'm at that point in my life, right? Like, yo, let's just all can't we all just get along? But like, if we can't,
listen to this old soft nigga.
You know what's fucked up? That nigga said that, and he got clowned for saying that. That's fucked up. You know?
It really is. It really is.
Like, come on, yo. He got his ass kicked by 5 cops, and they were like, "Yo, can't we all just get along?" And they made a joke out of that shit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we're doomed as a society. Yo. We're really doomed.
Yo, punk nigga. Like, what the
fuck? Like, don't y'all idolize Martin Luther King? No. Get out of here. You can't say that.
Jesus Christ.
Look, in the I forget the guy's name. It's like, we got some good news and we got some bad news. Good news, your check cleared. Bad news, they gave you life. Like, goodbye.
That's just fucked up.
Is that Druzy? Yeah, that shit is fucking hilarious. But yeah, look, I don't know. But I got to tell you, the longer this goes on without any evidence, the worse it is for him. It's just a fact. It's just it just gets worse and worse and worse for you. Dude, get a new lawyer, get a new PR team, something. Figure out a way to get that fucking I don't know, get those audio of these 32 phone calls, like voicemail stuff. Get some of that shit out. Like, if you can get audio of her talking and she's like, I'm gonna kill myself, and she's all fucking drunk, people are like, what does that sound like? Right? Like, is that an excuse? Like, that you, like, if you hit her, is that an excuse because she was drinking? No, it's not. But if you did not do it, look, me, myself personally, I feel as though if I didn't do it, I don't believe in playing nice. If you are charging me with hitting you and I did not do it, all things are on the table. I'm trying to destroy your reputation at this point because I'm trying to save mine.
You got to get goofy.
I'm gonna destroy your whole fucking life, my nigga.
Nah, yo, if he didn't do
me of domestic violence, I'm going to destroy your life. I'm rich. I got the money.
Right. Like, look,
Fuck out of here.
but I think that Gwyneth Paltrow move is pretty good, right?
That's
like,
pretty funny. Like,
just sue for $1. Yo, I'm not trying to ruin you financially. I'm trying to save my reputation.
You accuse me of domestic violence that I ain't do. I'm trying to ruin your life. Fuck out of here. Sorry, like, I'm petty, yo. Don't accuse me of no wild shit like that, and I didn't do it.
Right.
Fuck
now, like, but again, if he did do it, you got to go away. Again, as somebody pointed out, and I think it's amazing, he's going to be the best actor on Tubi movies you've ever seen. The Shakespeare of Tubi. So,
like, again,
but look,
I hope he didn't. I'm really hoping he ain't do it. I don't want to believe it, but, like, come on, man. Your PR team is doing an awful job.
Yeah.
Of saving your career. Like, this is your career, dog. Yeah,
they're talking like he's supposed to make $20 million on Kang Dynasty and get back end money. Who of the Marvel actors wants to stand next to you, dude? Who? Right. How can you promote that movie? Like, the longer this goes on, let's say that he's innocent, right? Just for the sake of this, like, part of the conversation. If he is innocent, you think Paul Rudd wants to stand next to him? No. You think Anthony Mackie does?
You think Captain Marvel gonna stand next to him?
Hell, yo, come on, yo. No, fuck no,
you think
yo.
Brie Larson is gonna fucking run to the side? Nah, yo.
He's already lost 2 jobs.
Yeah.
He lost 2 roles he was supposed to have already because of this. Like, yo, I'd be like, yo, what the fuck are y'all doing? Chop. Yo, come on. like, what are you doing? I'd be so mad at my PR team, yo.
Yeah. But
like,
again,
I need to get shit out of here. Like, ugh.
Look, man. It's gonna get to a point, and this is how you'll know shit has really gotten bad. If you start to hear from Marvel actors who, like, the scuttlebutt that they don't want to work with him, you're fucked. You're fucked. Yeah. Even if you didn't do it, you're fucked. Because if Brie Larson, fucking Mark Ruffalo, all these guys, because you're talking Kang Dynasty, that's an Avengers movie. Everybody's in it. Anthony Mackie is trying to be on some Chris Evans shit, like helping out Avengers in his free time type of shit. He's like being a good guy all the way through. You think he wants to stand next to you? Fuck no, dude. How are you going to promote that movie? Nah, they got to make a choice soon. They got to make a choice. Because Kang Dynasty ain't just him. It's him playing a bunch of characters.
Do you think I saw the end of that movie?
Right.
Quantum Mania. There's a whole bunch of niggas.
Yeah. It's a whole fucking multiverse of these dudes. So what are you going to do? It's just like The Flash. He plays 2 or 3 characters in that movie.
Yeah.
You can't get rid of it.
And that's why they didn't cancel that fucking movie, because that movie was already done. Like, we can make the comparison, but that movie's done. That's why they're like, yo, this movie's way too big. It's already finished.
You just got to bite the bullet.
Let's just deal with this psycho for a little bit until, hopefully we can get this out. We get enough eyes on it, and we can just reboot everything and kick this thing out.
Yeah. So when people make the comparison, it's not a 1-to-1 comparison.
Yeah.
Now, if they went out and made Kang Dynasty tomorrow, then you got to argue like that was a bad idea. But they got to have an answer soon. And look, it's been a month. I feel like you only got statute of limitations on, like, niggas caping for you is like 2 more weeks. It really is. You got like 2 to 3 more weeks, and then it's a wrap for you. Yo. It's got to be a wrap for you. And again, if you see any Marvel, if you start to hear scuttlebutt of any Marvel stars saying they're not so sure they want to work with him, nah. Especially one of the up and coming ones. Like, yo, Brie Larson is going to be a bigger character in that universe. If she don't want to work next to you, no. Because you got, what, 2 more Avengers movies? Nah, nope.
Mhm.
But at the same time, Josh Brolin was said to have beaten his ex.
Yeah, that's also true. There's a lot of
Jesus Christ.
We-
God
we
damn.
let a
What
lot-
the
Yeah, you ain't know
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
No, I didn't know that. God
back
damn,
in,
yo.
back in the early 2000s, or like the late 90s or some shit like that.
Yeah. I mean, in fairness, it was like a
While ago,
super long time ago.
Um,
Not that
so-
that's an excuse, but it wasn't like
Yeah,
it happened like 2 weeks before it. Yeah.
Yo, what the fuck? I
Yo,
can't.
all
I
these
don't
niggas are
understand this.
abusive.
I do not understand this class of men, like, especially in an era where like men think that that women are like taking over. Like, nah, yo, like if you're supposed to be a fucking man, but you can't handle your fucking emotions, you gotta threaten a baby. Like, what the fuck? Like,
I mean, that
Get outta
baby
here,
ain't
man.
paid to fucking yell, my nigga. Like, he
I'm
ain't paid
triggered.
extra to yell.
I'm true.
So fucking funny.
yo,
Oh,
I've never. All right, man.
That was a
All
solid
right.
freak out, man. That was a solid freak out.
Yeah, he
All
loves
right.
it.
Soft as men, yo.
Yeah.
God damn.
It's pathetic. All right, trailers
well,
this
I
week.
gotta get on out of here. So
Okay.
I'm gonna bow out.
All right.
take it easy, guys.
All right. We'll see you.
All right, man.
All right, so we are going to jump to trailers this week. Oh, that was a smooth transition. I'm surprised it worked that well.
You're a pro.
Okay. Trailers this week. Fubar. This is Arnold Schwarzenegger getting back into the action comedy game. No. It's a big fat no for me.
I thought this was going to be a movie, and if it was going to be a movie, I would watch it because I like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I like his story. This
is a
he's the
series?
American. Yeah, it's a series.
Oh, hell no. Fuck.
right.
Next up.
Like if it was a movie, I would give this a chance. But this is a series, and I don't have time in my life for all these TV shows. Now look, I agree that like TV is the best it has ever been. It's also the worst it's ever been because like
Fair enough.
like but there is a lot more good TV out there than there was a few years ago.
Absolutely.
And TV is I think a really, really good way to tell in-depth stories.
Yep.
I don't have time to watch another series. So this is a no for me. I like Arnold, but the concept is cute. Daddy daughter CIA operatives, like it's cute, but I'm not watching a series of this.
I'm good. I didn't know it was a series. Now that I know that, I cared even less. Next up, True Detective Night Country. This is a teaser for the 4th season of True Detective. Starring Jodie Foster and Kali Reese, coming later this year. This looks very good. This feels like it's getting back into the roots of this series that I liked.
So remember I said that there's really bad TV and there's really good TV? This looks like it's really good TV. And
Yeah.
if I'm going to invest time in a series, I'm going to invest in something that looks really good. And this looks really good. So, I'll check this out.
Look, man, this is giving me like sort of Mayor of Easttown and then kind of the original True Detective season vibes, which I like. So I'm here for that. I like a good murder story, especially sort of like weird, like people believing in supernatural type of shit. When it turns out it's just probably some psychopath. I like that. And then it's like really cold, so I can imagine what that's like while not being that cold. So great, perfect television for me. But it's coming later this year, so good. I don't think they've had a good season since the first one, in my opinion. But the second season was terrible. Third season I just could not get into, which is a shame because Mahershala Ali is really, really good. But I just couldn't get into it.
It was better than the second season, but the first season is still like far and away better.
So I look, I'm here for it, man. I think there's got to be we need more of this type of television. And look, I'm getting old, and I like a. I know this is gonna sound really weird. I like a good story. Like I don't need a bunch of lasers and shit. I need a good, captivating fucking story with good acting. So
I think because we're getting older, like our tastes are kind of evolving, right? Like there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with Star Wars. There's nothing wrong with lasers and Marvels and shit. But at the same time, like our friend JTD, he likes movies for some strange reason. he is going down a Tubi rabbit hole of just intentionally bad black movies. And man, I fear for your sanity. I really like that guy.
I can't.
He's got a beautiful family. I fear for your sanity, man. You got to balance that shit out. I'm sure he is, right? Because he sees a lot of movies, but like, you can't just eat. You can't eat jelly beans, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You're gonna get sick.
Yeah, that's a perfect way of putting it. Like, yeah, it's just like, oh, I'm really enjoying this. I feel sick to my stomach. Like, no, don't do that. It's not a good idea. But yeah, like I just prefer like really, really well thought out TV. By the way, I didn't talk about it earlier, but I watched the first episode. My wife and I watched the first two or three episodes of Beef. Excellent. Really, really good.
I got 3 episodes left. It's wild, man. Yeah. It's wild. It's really, really good.
Yeah, and, I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
Yeah,
I have to say, it does give me a very good sort of a very good feel for that Thunderbolts can be something really special because it's the same director. So we'll see. Yeah. Speaking of special, you know what? I'm not gonna make that joke. It's too easy. Fast and the Furious, or Fast X, which apparently starts off with Tyrese driving a gold Lamborghini, and then avoiding being blown up by what seems to be a mini Death Star. That's not a sentence I say lightly. It's just a thing that's happening in this trailer.
It's like one of those. It's like one of those mines that's in the ocean.
Yeah,
just on land. Just. This is okay. I say this every time a new Fast and Furious movie comes out. I say this every time, right? Like, I don't need these movies, right? But at the same time, like, yeah, I'm going to be there and I'm going to watch it and I'm going to have a good time. But the problem that I face is that these movies are best consumed with like-minded individuals.
Mm-hmm.
And the only time I get to go to movies now is during the day, like a senior citizen. And so I'm not excited to see this movie because the only time I'll be able to see it is at noon on a Wednesday. Right. But I kind of want to see it.
So here's the thing. You say all that, and I agree with you. Look, I think it's appropriate for me to propose this. Someone wrote to us and said, "Hey man, are you guys going to do a get together for the next Fast and the Furious movie? Because we were supposed to do one audience get together like we did for the previous one, but then the pandemic hit, and that was fucking 3 years ago. This comes out in May. This comes out May 19th. I move 1 month after that. I won't be here. I think maybe one last ride. I think maybe we have to do a fan get together for Fast X.
No. We have to do a family get together.
There you go.
Because that's what they are. They're family.
Look, we don't have friends. We don't have an audience. We have family. I think we need to do it. May 19th, 2023. I think we have to do it.
You know what? I am down. I am down. Mark me down.
Now, I will say this. I will say this. Fast 11 comes out, 2 years after that. I will not be here. However, if I am where I am moving, if I am still there, which I don't see why I wouldn't be, I will fly in for it. I make that promise. I will fly in to see Fast 11. But Fast X, I will still be here. Fan get together. We're doing it. We'll get the information around May 19th, 2023. If you are in Vegas, person who knows they're listening, you want to fly out, come on, man. Do it. One more time. One more time. Holy fuck. This looks so stupid.
It does look dumb, yo.
It looks so dumb. I love it. The Fast and Furious franchise has been going on so long, and there's so many characters that at some point we have now looped around and made the Fast and the Furious movie a literal dad movie. Vin Diesel's son is in this movie now. Right? Like, he's an active character. Yeah, little Brian. He's I don't know why they didn't go with Paul. It's so stupid. But anyway, it's now a family movie. Like, it's literally quite literally it's a family movie with Jason Momoa just being like the world's most flamboyant villain. Like, he's really it's just cranked all the way up, right?
He's like the son. He's the son of the villain in Fast 5, apparently.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
And it's got the little kid in it, and the little kid's high-fiving John Cena. Like, this is a 4-quadrant movie now.
Yeah, it is.
This is a 4-quadrant movie.
This is insane. It's insane.
This movie, do you realize that we are actually living in a movie that has parody action movies in it? Like, this is a parody action movie, like a Tropic Thunder movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, in the world of Tropic Thunder, there are ridiculous movies. Like, this is our ridiculous movie franchise. It's so dumb, and I can't wait to watch it. Like, because everyone looks like they're having fun. Everyone knows why they're there.
Yeah.
Look, as long as you can be inventive and, within the bounds of the biggest air quotes in the world, reason and reality, right? Like,
physics,
right? Like, i.e., not taking a car to space. Like, right. I'm fine. You want to ride down the dam from hell? Okay, fine, whatever. Who cares?
That's not a thing. It's not.
Let's just have fun, man.
Like, oh my God. I can't believe this movie exists. I can't believe it exists. This is wild. Now,
cannon cars. This is the Hot Wheels movie, man.
Yeah, it really is.
I would love for this. I would love for this thing to give like I think it was Newhart, the finale of Newhart, where
this is a dream.
At the end of Fast 11, it was just like we just pan out. And we're just in this little kid's mind as he's writing down like, and then the car flies off and hits a tank, and the tank blows up, and I would love that for this movie.
Yeah, like,
just why not?
It's the only ending that makes sense. Who gives a shit? All right, now normally we would leave
coma for 20 years.
That's what it should be.
So we go, this is what they were thinking about.
Like, Jesus Christ, I was having a fever dream. I thought I could stomp and like destroy a parking lot. It was crazy. So normally we would end here. However, after the Fast and the Furious trailer played on my phone or on my computer here, the new trailer for the remake of White Men Can't Jump came out. Just dropped 2 hours ago. Hadn't seen it yet. So we're going to pause. We're going to watch it. We're going to come right back, and we're going to give you an immediate response before we get out of here. Okay, so we watched the trailer for White Men Can't Jump, starring Jake Harlow, whatever his name is. Jack Harlow, I think it was. Looks better than I thought it would. Got to tell you.
Yeah, I agree. I was expecting this to be a train wreck. I was really expecting this to be a train wreck, it does look pretty good, actually. I'm hoping it's a movie. Is it a movie or a series?
It is a movie. It's a movie.
Oh, well then, yeah, I'll watch this.
Yeah, this is May 19th on Hulu. Look, apparently when they brought Jack Harlow in, like he did like one audition, they were like, because he's a rapper, and they were like, nah, like you got it, like perfect. So apparently he was really good. I thought he had some pretty good lines. They seemed pretty funny. Also, I don't recognize. I only really recognize Lance Reddick and Tiana Taylor. Apparently Vince Staples is in it. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he was in that one scene. Yeah, like it actually looked pretty good. Look, I'm a sucker for a sucker for a good basketball scene. Like I am.
I love basketball movies. Yo.
Yeah, they're so good. Yeah, they're so good because you can shoot them in really interesting ways, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks fun. Yeah, it would have been kind of cool to see them do like maybe a cameo with Snipes and Woody Harrelson. That would have been kind of fun. That'd be, but who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I it'll be fun. I hope it's there. Oh, I don't hope it's there. If it's there, that's cool. But if it's there, I hope they don't show it in the marketing.
Right.
Yeah, I want that to be like a nice little surprise. Like those two coming up at the end of the movie or something, saying, "Hey, we got next" or something like that.
Yeah.
So.
Right. Look, like you said, I thought this was gonna be a train wreck. I was like, oh yeah, man. That's a classic movie, yo. That's a classic movie.
Yeah, I'm going to. I think Kenya Barris wrote this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Kenya Barris and Doug Hall. I don't know who Doug Hall is.
Yeah.
But all right, look. Oh, the guy who directed House Party directed this movie. Look, I won't necessarily hold that against him. But
I mean, this actually looks fun. Like
this actually looks really, really good.
I did not think House Party looked good. So
no, it wasn't.
All right, there you go. White Men Can't Jump. There's a fast response to that trailer. But yeah, okay, it's got the feel of the original. I mean, it's obviously a remake, so they're obviously kind of aping large parts of it, which is fine. I like that the scene with Wayman who goes to his trunk to get the gun to shoot everybody at the basketball game. They crank it up to a flamethrower in the modern era because that scene is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's kind of sad to see, it's one of Lance Reddick's last films, unfortunately. But yeah, White Men Can't Jump. Okay, all right, I'll give it a chance, man. I definitely will. May 19th. Isn't that the same day Fast and Furious comes out?
I think so.
All right, well, I'll see you guys early in the day, and I'll watch White Men Can't Jump later in the day. So, yeah, a lot of competition. Yeah, May 19th, same day. All right, and again, that's on Hulu. All right, we will see you guys next time.
See ya.